Hello everybody, and welcome to Bases Loaded. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's Toronto Blue Jays edition.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm Scott Ashley Smith. I'm along here because we're fair and balanced, Vladimir Putin, and we're going to be talking about the team up north, the Toronto Blue Jays, the former 1992 and 93 World Series champions, the Toronto Blue Jays. And if you're wondering why I keep pretty much just talking about the team and saying Toronto Blue Jays, is because there's really not much to talk about. Vladimir, I know when you ride your horse out on the countryside,
yes,
that Toronto Blue Jays have to be a team. And I like how I'm trying to sound as much like the Baltimore Orioles announcer. I am Rick Thorne. And tell us about how Toronto Blue Jays are doing so far.
What?
Key components to why they are where they are, and why come October 3rd, people should be buying or selling Toronto Blue Jays stock.
Well, thank you, Scott. As you know, I'm a man of international interests, so the Toronto Blue Jays have a special place in my heart because they're from Canada. And who doesn't love the Canadians? Russians love Canadians.
They do.
Did you know?
They do. They love
The best, let me tell you a story. The best hotel I've ever stayed in, and obviously I run Russia, so I've stayed in many good hotels.
many hotels.
Many hotels. The best hotel I've ever stayed in.
Motels.
A few motels. We don't need to talk about that on camera. But the best hotel I've ever stayed in, guess what city it was in?
I'm going to go out on a huge limb.
Do it.
Because I love Canada.
Yes, you do.
And I'm going to say Atlanta, Georgia.
No, it's not Atlanta, Georgia. It is this beautiful city of Toronto.
Toronto.
The best hotel I've ever stayed in.
The same Toronto that
Toronto.
the Blue Jays play in.
That is correct. Best hotel, Toronto. So if you're in Toronto, stay at one of their hotels. I forgot the name of it, but it was really good.
Best hotel I ever stayed in was a Super 8 outside of the Vancouver, British Columbia city limits. It was a town called Saskatchewan.
Sounds like a town I would like to visit.
It is a very beautiful town and had bars that stayed open all night.
Well, we love
And if you watch a Blue Jays game, you're going to need a bar that is open all night because you're going to have to drown your sorrows away.
I believe it.
Chris Archer. Continue on with that.
Yes, well, they do not have anybody named Chris Archer on their team.
What?
Yes.
Do they have a Tanaka?
They do not have a Tanaka, who's unbelievable. No. They have a team ERA of over 4.5. Which is not good for those of you who aren't good with that.
Unless you're giving us stars, because we're averaging about a 4.5
4.5
star.
stars would be good. Yes, they have a guy named Josh Donaldson, who's very good, from Oakland. I've never been to the city Oakland, you guys call. But this man, Josh Donaldson, who's in Toronto, who's in Toronto, is doing very well, batting close to 320, hitting a boatload of home runs. The only problem with the team that I see is they have nobody else doing anything to help out the team.
Oh,
It's a one-man show.
one-man show.
One-man show.
I've been to a one-man show out on Broadway.
How'd you like it?
Let me tell you something, Mr. Neil Lane. Bravo to you. Bravo. Bravo.
Okay.
Christopher Broderick was also in it, but I mean, I still consider it a one-man show.
I don't even know who that is.
Sarah Jessica Parker, I know how much you love your Sex in the City, Vladimir.
I love SJP.
Continue on with, what do you think on October 3rd? What will the headlines say in the Toronto Star? Assuming that's the name of their paper.
Probably that a bunch of minor league guys we've never heard of were in the lineup, and the Blue Jays lost 11-0
To Chris Archer.
to Chris Archer, who struck out 15.
Oh,
Now Chris Archer, now that guy's invited to Russia anytime he wants.
Chris Archer really could bring together the two nations, is what you're saying.
You know, I saw a previous one of your shows
Yes.
of how one of my, I like to call her a friend, Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yes, how she loves Chris Archer. And I said, finally, me and Hillary agree on something.
The Hill.
The Hill.
The Hill.
I like it. So I reached out to her, called her, see if she wanted to go to a game.
Did you guys go?
Not yet, but it's in my tour of North America.
I love it. Oh, you're going to tour.
I'm going to tour.
North America. Will the United States be a part of that North American
Well,
tour?
I'm going
Are
to
you
a place
very
called
welcome?
St. Petersburg, which I thought was in my country, But then my chief of staff told me it was in your country. So we're going to see it. And then Hillary told me that's where we'll watch the baseball game. I didn't really get it. But
That's where you'll be watching
That's where
in
we'll be
St.
watching
Petersburg,
Chris
watching the
Archer.
Tampa Bay Rays.
no, Chris Archer.
Watching Chris Archer
With some other people.
with Chris
I don't
Archer
know who
Rays.
these other people are. The Chris Archer Rays.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. I should call my country Putin.
I like it.
What do you think?
There's no
What do
way
you
that
think?
that could be made fun of.
Wow.
Welcome to Putin.
I like it. I'm going to go back to my parliament of wherever it is we have in Russia.
Gonna put the
And I'm going to tell
balls
them.
down.
I'm going to tell them. I'll make an executive order.
Make
you guys
it.
do that here, don't you? Executive
never,
orders?
Never. Our presidents are always so fair and balanced.
Like Fox News?
Who are they?
Exactly. I don't know. We don't have them in Russia. I run the news.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Well, I'm the leader.
Putin.
I mean,
Welcome to Putin. Putin. Concrete jungles where they're made of. You guys do have beautiful tops to your buildings, I will tell you that. I'm Scott Ashley Smith alongside Vladimir Putin. I couldn't talk about the Blue Jays any longer. This has been their edition, though, from the beautiful SAS Studio City. So long, everybody, and you out there. Yes, you. You right there. Give my best to Miriam. Goodbye, everybody.
goodbye.